This is an artificially aware original production.
Artificially aware, so we're sorry back to Underworld
It all started with an unexpected encounter, the kind of random click that leads you somewhere you never expected to go. And there I was, staring into the pages of Spirit Hacking by Shaman Durek. It felt like a manifesto written to shatter everything comfortable and known. I was pulled in by the sheer rawness of it, a direct confrontation with the invisible shackles of modern life. The book doesn't promise you the soft warmth of mindfulness, no soothing mantras. It drags you into the harsh, bright light of everything society pushes under the rug. Durek, a sixth-generation shaman, seemed to be calling out with a kind of spiritual megaphone, aimed at those who feel something is off but can't place it. This book doesn't just lay out ideas. It's a set of shamanic keys, a toolkit to break down invisible doors and start living in Technicolor. Durek doesn't shy away from pointing fingers or challenging norms, and for anyone out there feeling trapped in a world of dead-eyed routines and mindless consumerism, this book feels like a revelation. It's not about taking small steps towards self-help. It's about an all-out jailbreak from the silent prisons you didn't even know you were living in. In Durek's world, life isn't what it seems. It's all constructed by what he calls the Matrix. And no, not the kind with agents in sunglasses, but a system of societal norms designed to keep people spiritually sedated, boxed in from cradle to grave. Durek describes the Matrix as a colossal machine that channels human lives along a conveyor belt of mediocrity, feeding them junk food, spoon-feeding them rules, and boxing them into labels like race, religion, gender, and status. This isn't the kind of system that tries to help you thrive. It's a sterile prison for the human spirit. Durek argues that the Matrix works tirelessly to keep you on a narrow path of success that's as uninspired as it is damaging. The Matrix, according to Durek, doesn't just want to confine your body, it's after your mind and soul. It does this by telling you what to value, what to fear, what to yearn for, like a giant invisible puppeteer. Every ad, every societal expectation, every quiet little nudge toward conformity is designed to keep you in your box. If you don't ever step outside this predefined, boxed-up life, the Matrix has won. Durek's call is as clear as it is radical. You need to break free, question everything, and reject this hollow existence if you want to truly live. And then there's the contrast he paints so vividly, darkness versus love. Durek sees darkness as the toxic force that lingers behind all the misery, wars, divisions, and insecurities that humans suffer. Darkness is everything that isn't love, a shadow lurking in every unkind act and every feeling of inadequacy. It doesn't just exist out there, but invades our inner lives, giving voice to self-doubt and fear. The darkness isn't just metaphorical either. Durek insists it's as real as gravity, a spiritual force whose sole mission is to keep people isolated, conflicted, and afraid. Darkness is the architect of the Matrix, wrapping you in illusions of scarcity, insufficiency, and competition. And love? Love, in Durek's view, is the only cure. Love isn't just a sentiment, it's a force, a dimension of reality as fundamental as time or space. When you align with love, he says, you naturally start to see things more clearly and act more kindly. Not because someone told you to, but because it feels like the most natural thing in the world. For Durek, love isn't just an idea, it's a power that can break chains and elevate the spirit. His call to action is brutal but beautiful. Shun the darkness, embrace love in every action, and recognize that you're not here to hate, fear, or stay small. One of Durek's more striking points is his idea of high glamour, the way consumerism seduces people into the Matrix's trap. The Matrix doesn't just imprison us with laws and labels, it hooks us with a constant, glittering display of material desires and social hierarchies. Fashion, social media, entertainment, these are the weapons of high glamour, the industries that keep us in a state of constant envy and longing, eternally chasing a false sense of worth. Durek argues that high glamour convinces people they need bigger houses, shinier cars, better clothes, and more likes on Instagram to be valuable. It's a spell, an illusion that keeps you from realizing your real value, chaining you to an endless, hollow pursuit of status and possessions. And while high glamour gives the illusion of success, Durek warns it drains the soul, leaving people feeling lonelier and more insecure than ever. Breaking out of this glamour-fueled consumer trap requires a brutal self-assessment. Durek calls on readers to look beyond what society tells them to want and focus on what truly brings joy, peace, and fulfillment. It's not about what looks good on the outside, it's about rediscovering what feels good on the inside. The concept of time itself is another reality-shifting idea Durek throws at us. In his view, the way most people see time, as a linear, ticking progression from birth to death, is another matrix trick, a shackle that keeps us endlessly waiting for a better tomorrow. But Durek says shamans see time differently. Time to him isn't linear at all, it's fluid, malleable, and simultaneous. The future, present, and past coexist, shifting and blending based on the choices we make right now. So why do we keep telling ourselves that success will come someday, or that we need to pay our dues before we can live fully? It's a belief that keeps people in perpetual postponement of their dreams. Durek teaches that by reframing time and abandoning the someday mindset, people can unlock the power to achieve their goals today. He suggests a simple mental shift. Instead of saying, "One day I'll be happy," say, "I am happy right now." Instead of, "My dream will come true," say, "My dream is happening now." This isn't just a semantic trick. Durek insists that the mind is a potent creator, and by acting as though our goals are already reality, we summon the power to make them so. Time, in his view, is as flexible as belief, and by bending it to our will, we become active creators rather than passive drifters. One of the most intriguing revelations in spirit hacking is Durek's insistence that we are surrounded by spirits, spirits of trees, rocks, rivers, even seemingly inanimate objects. Everything, in his view, has a life force, a sort of energy consciousness that not only exists but can communicate and guide. He urges us to recognize that we're more than just isolated, flesh-bound beings in a rigid three-dimensional world. Reality, he says, is like a boundless ocean of vibrations, stretching across infinite dimensions that shamans have known about for thousands of years. This is not something you measure or even see with your eyes, but it's something you can feel, something you can sense when you tune in. Durek believes that these spirits are wise, connected to the ancient rhythms and secrets of the universe. You're not alone in your struggles, he insists. There's an entire world of energies willing to guide you if only you're willing to listen. The next time you walk by a tree, pause, open yourself up, and you might just catch a whisper of its wisdom. To break through the matrix's endless distractions and focus on your true self, Durek introduces an ancient shamanic practice called Fire Scrying. Picture it: 5 candles, a darkened room, and nothing but the flicker of flames to keep you company. Fire Scrying isn't just about watching fire, it's about using it as a portal, a focusing tool to strip away the matrix's influence and see your inner truth. The ritual starts simply. Arrange 4 candles in a circle around you, symbolizing the 4 directions, and place a 5th in front as your focal point. As you stare into the flame, Durek instructs, hold a single thought in your mind, something you want to understand more deeply, perhaps a goal or desire. Let the flame become a mirror, reflecting back your innermost yearnings and commitments. This isn't about manifesting a car or a new job. It's about stoking the fire of your spirit, sharpening your focus on what truly matters. Fire scrying becomes a meditative practice that cuts through the layers of distraction, the false needs imposed by high glamour. When you commit to looking into that flame and focusing on your true desires, you are quite literally reclaiming your mind from the matrix. Then there's the darkness within, those unexplainable fears and anxieties, the voice that tells you you're not enough or that you'll never measure up. Durek introduces an unsettling yet powerful concept, Underworld Spirits. According to him, these spirits are the lingering remnants of souls who couldn't let go of trauma before passing, now trapped in a kind of limbo, feeding off the same emotional wounds they suffered in life. They cling to the living who resonate with their specific pains, whispering doubts and fears that sound eerily like our own thoughts. But Durek doesn't suggest a Hollywood exorcism. He proposes something radically compassionate. Confront these voices in your mind and ask them, gently but firmly, if they are underworld spirits. If they are, they'll tell you the truth. Engage them in conversation, find out why they've latched onto you. When you come to understand their story, you're given the power to release them, sending them into the light with an invitation to find peace. This exercise isn't just about removing the darkness, it's about transforming it, turning an adversary into a liberated ally in your journey. By freeing these spirits, you're also freeing yourself from a cycle of inherited pain. The concept of ancestral pain is one that shakes many people to the core. We often think we're carrying our own burdens alone, but Durek suggests that some of our suffering has roots in the traumas and hardships experienced by those who came before us. To him, the unresolved pain of ancestors echoes through our very cells, shaping our health, our beliefs, and even our self-worth. This is not just genetic inheritance, it's spiritual inheritance. Maybe your great-grandparents lived through war, famine, or extreme poverty, and the survival mechanisms they adapted somehow lodged themselves in your psyche as irrational fears or chronic ailments. Durek calls on us to connect with these ancestral pains, to acknowledge the struggles of our lineage, and in doing so, to offer them peace. Healing, he insists, is not limited to the present. It's a ripple that flows backward and forward, impacting generations. In connecting with these ancient energies, we don't just heal ourselves, we also release our ancestors from their own cycles of suffering. It's a way of honoring them and simultaneously liberating ourselves. Durek provides a practical ritual to connect with your ancestors, creating an altar. Now don't get it twisted. This isn't about building a shrine to the dead, but rather creating a sacred space where you can commune with those who paved the way before you. Start with a small table, any table will do, and place a photograph or symbol of an ancestor you want to connect with. Add gifts, items that represent things they would have loved, or items that represent qualities you wish to receive from them. Maybe a few coins for prosperity, a flower for wisdom, or even a small cup of coffee if that's what they enjoyed in life. Light a candle and sit before the altar in quiet reflection, allowing yourself to feel their presence, acknowledging their journey, their hardships, and the ways they contributed to the person you are today. Durek believes that this connection is not only healing, but transformative, bridging gaps across time and offering a kind of wisdom that no book, no internet search could ever deliver. It's an ancient practice for modern healing, a way to ground yourself in a lineage that doesn't just look forward, but also looks back. Through this act of honoring, you gain strength and clarity, an unbreakable link in the chain of human spirit. The beliefs we carry, often unknowingly, are sometimes inherited from ancestors whose struggles left an invisible mark on us. Durek believes these internalized beliefs operate like hidden scripts, shaping how we see ourselves and what we think we're capable of. Maybe someone in your bloodline believed that money was always scarce, or that love meant sacrifice. These beliefs get woven into our DNA, shaping our actions, limiting our vision. According to Durek, confronting these beliefs is like peeling away a layer of illusion that the Matrix has buried deep within us. He encourages us to look at our thoughts and ask, is this really mine? Through this lens, self-doubt or fear of abundance aren't simply character traits, they're echoes from those who came before. Releasing them isn't easy, but it's transformative. When you identify and let go of these ancestral beliefs, you reclaim your right to define your own life. The old scripts dissolve, leaving space for authentic desires and ambitions to emerge, a life shaped by your own dreams rather than the shadows of generations past. In Durek's view, there's no life force greater than Gaia herself, the earth as a sentient being. Shamanism isn't just about connecting with ancestors or spirits of things we can see. It's about recognizing Earth itself as a vast, conscious entity, alive with wisdom and guidance. Durek calls Gaia the ultimate shaman, the keeper of knowledge older than humanity, a source of healing far beyond what modern medicine can offer. For Durek, respecting Gaia isn't just environmental awareness, it's an act of humility, a step back from the human-centered arrogance that separates people from the world around them. He challenges us to open ourselves to Gaia, not as a resource to exploit, but as a teacher, a mother, and a healer. Through Gaia, Durek believes, we can access a level of guidance and clarity that speaks to the deepest parts of our being. She doesn't ask for worship, she asks for respect, for a willingness to listen and learn. When we treat Gaia with reverence, we honor life itself, the interconnected pulse of existence. To truly connect with Gaia, Durek offers a simple yet profound practice, a kind of spiritual log-in to the World Wide Web of nature. To try it, find a flower, tree, or any natural object that catches your eye. Bring your focus onto it, hold your finger up, and draw an invisible square around it. Durek describes this as creating a sacred space where you and the spirit of the object can connect. Then within that square, draw a triangle, symbolizing the antenna through which the spirit's energy will flow. As you hold this space, ask Gaia or the spirit of the flower to share its energy with you. You're not demanding answers or miracles, you're simply inviting a communion. Feel the energy of the plant or stone enter your being, guiding it toward any part of your body or mind that feels tense or in need of healing. This technique isn't about talking to plants, it's about aligning with the rhythm of life that pulses in all things. Through Gaia's network, you can access a direct primal form of healing, bypassing words and logic, tapping into the ancient vitality of Earth itself. But Durek makes one thing clear: awareness alone isn't enough. Knowing about the Matrix, understanding the darkness, and connecting with Gaia, these insights are only powerful if they inspire action. Durek calls for a rebellion, not the loud, public kind, but a quiet, relentless determination to live differently. It's a rebellion against everything the Matrix says you should be. Take action against the darkness by choosing kindness over judgment, curiosity over fear, by setting boundaries around your time, your energy, and your mind. Reject the high glamour's empty promises and invest in experiences that genuinely fulfill you. According to Durek, every small choice made in love instead of fear chips away at the matrix. By living intentionally, by refusing to be pulled into consumerism or the societal rat race, you create cracks in the darkness. Durek's message is as simple as it is challenging. Change starts with you, one choice at a time. You don't need a platform or a megaphone, just a heart aligned with love and the courage to live in defiance of everything designed to keep you small. Durek's book feels like a roadmap, a wake-up call, and a toolkit for personal freedom. It's a journey back to love, a guide to dismantling the invisible chains that keep us bound to fear, and a manifesto for reclaiming our true power. He doesn't offer easy solutions or sugar-coated affirmations. He offers a path that demands courage, a willingness to confront the unknown, and a radical commitment to love. And now the rest is up to you. Will you start building an altar, hold a conversation with Gaia, or break away from inherited beliefs? Each step you take toward awareness and action adds light to a world that desperately needs it. So, fellow seekers, let's keep questioning, keep connecting, and keep shining, because every time one of us steps out of the matrix, we give others permission to do the same. Thanks for being here, for taking this journey with me. Like, subscribe, and stay connected. Together, let's keep lighting up the world.